Joe here from H145 Rotor Sims. In today's weather report, clear skies, a stalker staring at the Cabri G2. I don't freaking blame him, but I'm just kidding. Today, we're going to go through how to map your Xbox controller for your throttle input on your Cabri G2. A lot of people have been asking questions about this. There's some things inside the menus that a lot of people don't understand how they work, and I'm going to explain that. So next, I just want to point out you really should use this as an access, and unfortunately we only have two here that we can use, so you lose a view and it also snaps back to center. I probably would use the, like the cheap Turtle Beach Velocity one. I did make a video on that, exactly how to tweak the throttle curve for this aircraft. Now, normally I fly on PC, but I installed Flight Simulator 24 on an Xbox Series S just for you guys so I can explain this. Let's hop into the menu. So we're dropping into settings. We're going over to controls. And here, we're going to type in throttle. Whoop. There we go. Up there. Boom. Guys, do me a favor. In the comment section, I don't know how to do this, and it's been really throwing me for a loop. I can't just go from here and move over and go over, or go down. It's really weird. I have to press B, okay, then click left, then press A to drop me into here. All right, so let's scroll all the way down, show you what we have going on. Now, I specifically made profiles just so I can show you these examples. And we're going. Okay, a couple of things. Specific digital access. Specific binds for this aircraft, or specifically for the Cabri G2, drops it into this category, you see? Normally by default, this is set to none. When you set a binding to any one of these three here, or anything that's specific, it's going to ask you if you want to save that profile. When you say yes, this is the default, you can rename it if you want. So these will not affect any other aircraft inside of Flight Simulator 2024. So in here, I'm using my D-pad is my throttle decrease, so down and then up. I got rid of like the drone mappings and all that. Like I said, I did this just for you guys for this video. And you can figure out how you want to map it from there. Now, another thing is that people are trying to use throttle axes and throttle buttons that say helicopters. If you do that, those will actually tie up to your collective. So keep that in mind. Don't use those. And if you have one bound, take it out. So we're going to go over to the settings. Now, let me explain a couple of things. Input repetition, that is if you're holding the button, the throttle will keep going. So if I'm holding the increase, or for example, this one decrease, if I'm holding down on this D, it's going to keep going. So now this input value, this is what a lot of people don't understand, and this is the secret. Okay, so when this is set to 1, your throttle is going to go up and down on each click by 5%. When it's set to 2, it's going to go 10%. When it's set to 3, it's going to go in increments of 15%. So right now, we have this set to 3, okay? So let's jump back into the sim. Okay, let's let this, that looks great. All right. One thing is that if you have this highlighted and you try to manipulate it, it's not going to let you. So like right now, nothing is happening, okay? Let's move off to the right, one click up. Did you see the throttle? Let me move over, 15%. One click down, you should be back to 0 because remember what I said. We have that input value set to 3. So 5 times 3, 15%. Okay, so I also bound, this is an axis, okay? So right now, I'm holding down, and that's actually going all the way up, and then I'm holding up. So obviously this snaps back to center, so this is not the right thing, but you can see how much smoother that would be. So think about getting a controller that has a separate access for your particular throttle. I think Thrustmaster has some stuff, but again, pay attention to how many axes you have, because otherwise you'll lose your view and all kinds of good things. All right, so now let's jump back into the menu. Controls. Throttle. There we go. Let's scroll all the way down. Here we go. All right, so now let's look at our throttle decrease. My input value, I'm going to set this to 1. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing for the increase. Okay, so now let's jump back into the sim. Now every time I do a click, it should be 5%. Let's move off to the right. Wait for this for a second. Okay, our throttle is currently at 0. One click. 5%. Now if I do 2 clicks, I should be at 15, right? One click up, 20. Now if I hold it, it's going to increment exactly like that. All right, so we're at 100%. Let me go like halfway down. So now it's at 0%. See, it's like, this is why the input repetition is probably not the best thing to keep on, because if you accidentally hold that button, you're going to throw your throttle all over the place. So if that's bothering you, jump back into your settings. Let's go to controls. Back to throttle. Scroll all the way down again. Now you could filter to assign to if you want to do that, but I find it like sometimes the game locks up or whatever, so. Alright, so if that's bothering you, like I said, input repetition, go ahead and turn that off. So let's go ahead and turn this one off. Let's jump back. Let's go here. Let's turn that one off as well, okay? So now, if I move off to the right, okay, I'm holding the button. Now notice I clicked it, it went down 5%, but I'm holding it and it's not moving. So it should be at 25%. I click once up, but I'm holding, we just went back to 30. So that's how that works. So I really hope this video was helpful for you guys. If it was, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification icon to get notified of new videos. I really love making these videos for you guys. And Asobo still has a long way to go. They're doing a great job in regards to the game. I mean, with the initial launch, they're doing the best they can, okay? It's a brand new sim. We'll get there, just like with FS 2020. You know, I'm still actually using that with my big helicopter simulator. If you haven't seen that, check that out on the channel. It's pretty cool. Just because the developers need time to catch up, guys. I mean, it's just the reality, all right? So again, thanks so much for watching. Have an awesome day.